going on, guys? Retro Yugs here. Today we got another match video. This is the 2008 Gladiator Beast format. A lot of you voted on the community page on the channel, and this is what won. So please make sure to take a look out at the community page for the next week's video. We're going to get a matchup. You guys can vote for that. And don't forget to subscribe. I've been trying to get a retro video up once a week until they run out, but hopefully I can get some more recorded soon. Anyway, to the left we got Nick, and he is going to start with a Laquari and 3 back rows. It's pretty good startup. Can lose heavy to like a cold wave heavy combo, but we'll see what happens. And on the right is me. This is going to be a Gladiator Beast mirror match. I believe we're playing maybe Jerry Wang's build. Don't quote me on that, but the list is already available on this channel. I'll provide it in the description below if you want to check it out, the deck profile of this deck. So I'm just taking my time thinking. It looks like 3 back rows sloppily set and a monster. So maybe a morphing jar, maybe I'm just trying to survive, you know. We just get a crush right away, so crush card can be devastating, but it does get solemned. And I'm going to solemn back right away. I mean, crush card is really devastating. It gets rid of like most GVs except like the small ones, and even if it doesn't get rid of a Secutor, Secutor does nothing by itself. So Nick's left with the Test Tiger and a Crow. That doesn't really do anything. The Crow kind of protects him, but yeah. So I got the Rhoda for maybe a Stratos. Yeah, that's gonna, even if he has like a Bottomless, not really losing much here, but he's gonna use the Bottomless, makes sense. And he's gonna Crush for 2 more turns. Crush was a crazy card back then. You pretty much just run the Crows because they're really good in the mirror match, and you get to run 3 of them and a Sangin, and as a result, Crush card becomes viable in the deck all of a sudden. So it's kind of cool. That's kind of what makes this deck so interesting. Cold Wave was really good this format, and even if you have like a whole bunch of trap set, Cold Wave can pretty much nullify them all, and your only out is like a DD Crow to get around like a Darius play. So yeah, walk into a Torrential. Let's see what happens next. I don't know. Maybe we're talking about something. I don't know. Alright, anyway, I take my turn. And what's the play? This is at 2 times speed, and it's still taking a bit for the turns. So well, we know I got the Prisma, and that's what we're gonna summon. I'm gonna use the priority, send a Bestiary. And yeah, just get the Bestiary in grave, makes sense. Even though we know he has the Crow, just get it in the graveyard. That could become an issue if your opponent has like a Monster Reborn. You're giving them a Bestiary for the Reborn, which is kind of sketch. Just gonna Bottomless the Bestiary. Not a bad idea. Get it out of the way. I'm confused why I have the Darius in. Oh, maybe I'm reading it. Okay. Yeah, put the Darius close to the back row. But I was just reading it. Alright, so gonna Test Tiger into a Secutor and swing for 400, get the Darius and a Laquari probably. And bait out the Crow with the Darius, and then make Heraclinos with these guys. Yeah, bait out the Crow, make the Heraclinos, so nullify any spells or traps he could have as outs. So now his only real out is that Test Tiger plus maybe a GB, assuming I don't have a defensive trap to counteract that. Unless the Test Tiger's already gone, but I believe we know he has the Test Tiger. So looks like there's only 1 card in my hand, but Nick only has 2, so he's going to set a monster, probably just the Test Tiger as defense. So here, looking pretty good for me on the right. Heraclinos is a huge body, and the only real out is Test Tiger to this card. unless you want to, do it the hard way, play a million traps until your opponent has until the Heraclinos player has no hand and can't negate anymore. But that's the tough way around it. And please keep in mind there is no Equest or War Chariot at this time. This is pretty much Phantom Darkness format before Synchros. It's a very powerful deck. And Heraclinos, I believe it jumped from like $20 to almost $200 at this point. It was a secret rare only. Pretty crazy times. Attack the Crow. Alright. And he's gonna Rhoda. I negate that here. Kind of makes sense. He's low on resources, so I figure I can negate more spells if he has them. Attack into the monster, and it's not a Morphing Jar, which is kind of an out, I guess. So he's pretty much dead at this point, yeah. And we're gonna go to game 2 now. Okay. So he kind of fixes camera a little bit. Not really. Sorry about the weird angle, but better than nothing. And here I am showing my hand to my friend, I think. My friend Connor, so maybe my hand's good? Maybe it's bad, I don't know. So turn 1, Stratos into Prisma on Nick's side. Pretty good. And you get the Rhoda out. Set 2 back rows. Stratos is pretty good in the mirror match. It gets kind of clunky past turn 1, but turn 1 is just a really big beater that is hard to run over in the GB mirror. Usually has to bait out a Test Tiger or a Spell or a Trap. So that's kind of really good because it's already getting its value. I think I see a Crow in my hand. A DD Crow. That's really good against Prisma, obviously. And we're just thinking it through. Nick has a really good start, as we already mentioned. I mean, Stratos plus 2 back row is probably the best start in the deck. One of them. I see a Prisma in my hand too. Prisma could be good with the Test Tiger, but even then, you don't really want to Prisma Test Tiger into 2 back rows unless you have some kind of follow-up, because that's a lot of resources and it can easily get punished against the deck with a whole bunch of traps. See a Darius in the hand too, so it's like Darius, Prisma, Crow. And we're going to summon the Prisma, okay. So, what are we going to call? We're going to use the priority here, probably. Alright, we're going to send Bestiary. And, okay, we have the Test Tiger. This is going to get answered. There's no way it doesn't. Yeah, he has the book. So Book of Moon nullifies the Test Tiger. Test Tiger goes to grave and doesn't resolve. And we're going to set 2 back rows and pass. I mean, hopefully we can keep this Prisma around. I don't know. He's going to random MST, hit the Crush card that was dead anyway, that's fine. So, good on our side. And back to him. So we know we have a Crow on my side against his Prisma, so that's something. Alright, he's just going to summon the Prisma. What is he going to send? His options are Bestiari, Sangin, and Laquari. Can send Sangin off Sandwich. Oh, okay, he's just going to summon Murmelo, actually. Looks like he changed his mind. It's okay, we're playing fun games. Looks like we just do a quick little check on the defense of Prisma. I think it's 1100, so yeah, we booked the Stratos just to keep the Prisma around, and then he can't tag out into a Murmelo because that's the card that tagged out, so it looks like Prisma might be staying around, which is really good for us on our side, because that means maybe we can make a Gazaris play, which could be huge. So here we're going to send the Bestiari, set a monster, and yep, it is a GB. So we're going to summon the Gazaris. Does he have like a Solemn Judgment? That's probably his best card. Alright, Torrential. So looks like it targeted 2 monsters, and yeah, that's his whole board. That could have been much worse for us, so I'll take that. And we got the Reborn. Oh, for Gazaris. And here, maybe I should have considered reborning a monster from his grave because it's a much safer play against Crow. So a little bit punished there, but getting that Gizaris would have been huge. So I don't know if you can really blame me for that. And it looks like there's no traps on my side anyway. So looks like player on the right, me, is down to 1 card against a Laquari and 1 back row. That's pretty hard to beat. I mean, you would need something like a Mirror Force or something, maybe. Oh, it looks like I passed right back to him with no play. Maybe I have a trap, but I just don't want to lose it to like a Bestiary. I mean, like even a Solemn wouldn't be good there. You'd have to keep it in your hand because it just loses to Bestiary. So here, that's probably going to be game. I mean, he's got a Harak of his own. Yeah, I just scooped. On to the third and final game of the match. Let's see what happens. I see a Test Tiger and I think a Prisma in my hand, and I think I might have even seen a Cold Wave and a Morphing Jar. It's hard to see, but yeah. Might have even seen a Trap Dushu. So pass to Nick. Maybe it's an Ardushu because I'm not using it. But maybe I save it for a card like Rhoda. Yeah, I do. Okay, so let him get the Stratos. Probably send back the Stratos. And his hand's kind of clogged with monsters, so that's good for us. We know he has a Solemn. Reborn is very powerful in the mirror match because you can reborn your opponent's graveyard. So you have to be mindful of a card like Prisma if you're going to send a Bestiary just to pass, because they could reborn your Bestiary. So he's going to summon Laquari, attack, and pass without tagging out, looks like, because there's not really a good tag out there. And so yeah, I summoned the Prisma. I mean, we know he has the Solemn and the Reborn, so I do have a Test Tiger. You pretty much have to Solemn the Test Tiger here. Oh, I think I saw a second Test Tiger. That might bait him hard. He's just gonna lose here. Yeah, we had the second Test Tiger. I mean, you can't play around the second Test Tiger. That's kind of lame. Yeah, we're having a jerky break, it looks like. Alright, so this is really harsh. We know he doesn't have the Crow. We know his whole hand. Maybe I'm going to get 2 Laquaris here. He can reborn a Test Tiger, which is something. Yeah, so we're going to get 2 21 Laquaris. Better than 1 24 Gizaris. Makes sense. Instead of back row. So we don't have to be afraid of Solemn anymore since it's gone. Oh, looks like I had a reborn. Wait. I had a reborn? I swear I saw a reborn in my hand. I think that would have been lethal. I don't know, we were playing at like 2 AM, but that... Unless I'm missing a turn. I don't know what happened. He definitely was at 4,000 because of the Solemn, and 24 from Gizaris plus 18 from his Laquari would have been 42. So, maybe I'm missing something? I don't know. Sorry about that, guys. Again, it was like 2 AM. Alright, Nick has the reborn, we already know about it. Gets the Test Tiger, and I let him have it, which probably means I have a book set. A Solemn set, okay. Yeah, I feel like I should have had the game that one turn, but maybe I'm missing something. I don't think I am. Or, I mean, regardless, Nick's down to a low amount of cards and I got a rack with him, so it's looking good, but definitely could have been played better, probably. You know, I heard winning's pretty good. Maybe I was too into that jerky. Or he's gonna pass here and probably gonna win at this point. I don't know. 45. Wait, what's going on? Wait, I just attacked for more damage and he's still not dead? Did we forget to deduct the solemn life or something? Is that what happened? I think that's what happened. I'm so confused. I am so confused. So he attacks with Gazaris and doesn't tag out. I Cold Wave and set a monster. And he summons Laquari and beats me. Alright, that's interesting. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe we were both delusional because it was way past our bedtimes. I don't know. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos.